How is it that John Fetterman is the only one who knew that Bob Menendez was a criminal? We're going to go into the amazing skills and psychic powers of John Fetterman. I'm John Mike Keene. First, let's get to Bob Menendez tearing into Trump back when it served his political career.
The American people deserve to know who they elected to be their president. They deserve to know if he's in fact putting America's interests first. And they deserve to know if Donald Trump is, wittingly or unwittingly, an agent for the Russian Federation.
Oh, you got it so wrong. The question was not if Trump was working for the Russians, but was Bob Menendez taking bribes to prefer land developers. He's more guilty than Trump was ever of anything. But the only one to see it was John Fetterman. He's here on The View. And of course, they have to have Joy Behar interview him because Ana Navarro is best buddies, longtime buddies with Bob Menendez. So she could never see it. She has lots of accusations against Trump. The real criminal was her best friend, Bob Menendez.
And you've also been calling to get rid of Menendez, I know. But first, before we talk about that, what's your reaction to the expulsion?
Well, it's like I'm not surprised, but to me, I think the more important picture is that we have a colleague in the Senate that actually did much more sinister and serious kinds of things. Senator Menendez, he needs to go. And if you are going to expel Santos, how can you allow to somebody like Menendez to remain in the Senate? And, Santos's kind of lies were almost, funny. And he landed on the moon and that kind of stuff. Whereas, I think, Menendez, I think, is really a senator for Egypt, not New Jersey. So I really think he needs to go. And especially, it's kind of strange that if Santos is not allowed to remain in the House, someone like that. Yeah.
Are you, though, uncomfortable with the fact that there hasn't been an adjudication, that while he's been charged, there hasn't been a conviction? With Menendez.
I am. And it's like he has the right for his day in court and all that, but he doesn't have the right to have those kind of votes and things that's not a right. And I think we need to make that kind of decision to send him out.
We have some breaking news to share with you. Former New Jersey Democratic Senator Bob Menendez sentenced by a federal judge to 11 years in prison.
This comes after his conviction last year on bribery and corruption charges.
Yep, he was dirty. Long time dirty. They found gold at his house. He was helping Egypt. This guy's been dirty for a long time, perhaps his entire career. And Ana Navarro says, I just don't recognize him. That's not the guy I knew. No, that is the guy you knew. And I'll tell you, another guy that you slandered is Trump. And Trump is a good guy, way better than Menendez. Well, here's Menendez now, full on hope. His hope is put in Trump to save the corrupt court system. Watch these parting words before they cart him off to jail.
President Trump is right. This process is political and it's corrupted to the core. I hope President Trump cleans up the cesspool and restores the integrity to the system. Are you going to ask?
Okay, now the system's corrupt. When they finally catch Bob Menendez, he goes from criticizing Trump back in 2019. We have to get to the bottom of it, and Russia. And now he's going, no, Trump's right. It's corrupt. I don't believe Bob Menendez has learned anything. Perhaps some time in prison will get him to rethink his own crimes of being bribed. I'm John Mike Keene.